the 2026 FIFA World Cup, the biggest sporting event on the planet. And tonight, it gets real for the United States of America. Welcome back, everyone. Tonight, we are breaking down one of the most anticipated matches of the entire World Cup group stage. USA versus Paraguay. Group D, SoFi Stadium. Los Angeles, California. June 13, 2026. This is the match where a nation holds its breath. This is the match where Mauricio Pochettino's project either takes flight or comes under instant pressure. And standing in their way is a Paraguayan side that nobody should be sleeping on. In this video, we are going all in. The history, the tactics, the key players, the predicted lineups, and our big prediction for tonight's match. Let's get into it. Let's start with something that will blow your mind. The last time USA and Paraguay met at a World Cup was 1930. 96 years ago at the very first FIFA World Cup in Uruguay. An American striker named Bert Patenaude scored a hat trick, the first hat trick in World Cup history, as the USA won 3-0. Fast forward nearly a century and these two nations meet again on the grandest stage. In their recent international friendly in November 2025, the USA won 2-1 in a tense, hard-fought match. That gives the Americans confidence. But a World Cup is a completely different animal. Paraguay's furthest run at a World Cup was the quarterfinals in 2002, and they returned to that level in 2010, their best ever result. This is their first World Cup since 2010, and they are hungry to make history again. Let's talk about the venue. SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, Los Angeles. One of the most modern and breathtaking stadiums in the world. Capacity over 70,000. And tonight, every single seat will be filled with Americans screaming for their team. Home advantage is a real tactical factor for the USMNT. The crowd noise, the familiarity, and the emotional lift of playing at home in a World Cup the country has waited decades for will create an environment that can freeze some opponents. The pressure sits squarely with the home side. Pochettino's group carries the weight of a nation on the opening weekend, and a slow start would turn the volume up quickly. This is the USA's home World Cup, a co-hosted tournament with Canada and Mexico. And the Americans they demand a big performance tonight. Let's talk about the United States. Under manager Mauricio Pochettino, the USMNT has been building toward this moment for years. They have reached the knockout stage in their last 3 participations, 2010, 2014, and 2022, and have lost just one of their last 9 group matches. The foundations are solid. But the question is, can they go further this time? The predicted lineup for the USA is Matt Freese in goal. At the back, Sergiño Dest, Chris Richards, Tim Ream, and Anthony Robinson. In midfield, Tyler Adams as the engine, Weston McKennie, and Malik Tillman. And up front, Christian Pulisic supporting lone striker Folarin Balogun. Key player number 1, Christian Pulisic. If you know one American soccer player, it is this man. Captain America. Pulisic is the 5th highest goal scorer in USA history with 33 international goals. The AC Milan forward is coming off the back of a strong domestic campaign, scoring 10 goals in 34 appearances. With his effective dribbling and knack for producing moments of brilliance, Pulisic has the quality to change a game on his own. He is the man for the USA tonight. If he performs, America advances. It is that simple. Key player number 2, Folarin Balogun. Monaco striker Balogun scored 19 goals across all competitions last season. An impressive return for one of the most physical strikers in the squad. He will be the focal point of the American attack, holding the ball up, creating space for Pulisic and the runners from midfield. Key player number 3, Tyler Adams. The heartbeat of this team. With 54 caps for the United States, Adams is responsible for screening the back 4 and breaking up opposition attacks before they can gain momentum. His ability to win the ball and distribute quickly will be crucial against Paraguay's dangerous counter-attacking threat. Key player number 4, Weston McKennie, the box-to-box dynamo. McKennie covers every blade of grass and gives the USA an aggressive pressing identity. On a night like this, with the crowd behind them, his energy will be infectious. Tactically, Pochettino's side is aiming to demonstrate that the high-pressing, attacking style he has instilled can function at World Cup level. Expect the USA to press high, play quick combinations in tight spaces, and use set pieces as a major weapon tonight. Now let's flip it. Let's talk about Paraguay. Do not be fooled by their underdog status. This team is dangerous, and here is exactly why. Under coach Gustavo Alfaro, Paraguay have transformed into one of the most disciplined, organized defensive units in South America. They arrived having gone unbeaten in 8 matches, including wins over Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay. They gave up just 14 goals across all 18 CONMEBOL qualifiers. That tells you everything about what they are. A team that will make this difficult and wait for their moment. The predicted lineup for Paraguay is goalkeeper Gatito Fernandez. At the back, JJ Cáceres, captain Gustavo Gomez, Omar Alderete, and Alonso. In midfield, Almiron, Cubas, Diego Gomez, and Robert Sosa. Up front, Julio Enciso alongside striker Tani Sanabria. Key player number 1, Miguel Almiron. Now playing in Major League Soccer for Atlanta United FC, Almiron will be one of the players most familiar with conditions in the United States. His pace and finishing ability on the counterattack will be a key weapon for Paraguay going forward. Almiron has always been a purple patch player. If he manages to hit one of those purple patches during the 2026 FIFA World Cup, he could prove to be a real threat to every team in the group. He is the engine of everything for Paraguay. When he is pressing and driving at defenders, they are dangerous. When they are sitting deep and absorbing, their counter runs through him almost exclusively. Key player number 2, Tani Sanabria. Sanabria finished as Paraguay's top scorer during CONMEBOL qualification with 4 goals. He is the physical presence up front, the target man who holds the ball, draws fouls, and brings Almiron and Enciso into play. Key player number 3, Gustavo Gomez, the captain. Led at the back by Gomez of Palmeiras, their most experienced defender and chief set-piece threat. He will be the wall that the USA tries to break down all night. Aerial duels, last-ditch tackles, organizing the defensive shape. Gomez does it all. Key player number 4, Julio Enciso, the wild card. A talented attacking midfielder who adds creativity and unpredictability to Paraguay's attack. Enciso is doubtful against the Americans due to a thigh contusion. If he is not fit, much of the playmaking burden will fall on Almiron. His fitness going into this match is the biggest question mark for Paraguay. Tactically, under coach Alfaro, Paraguay play a 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2. The plan is simple. 2 banks of 4, no space between the lines, disrupt the USA's build-up, and find Miguel Almiron in transition. Paraguay had the lowest average possession among teams that qualified, just 37.3%, and scored the highest proportion of their goals from set pieces at 36%. They do not need to dominate. They just need one moment, and they are absolutely capable of taking it. Let's break down the 3 key battles that will decide this match. Battle number 1. Tyler Adams versus Miguel Almiron. The central battle will be in the transition zones. Adams is responsible for screening the back 4 and breaking up attacks. Almiron is the player most likely to carry the ball quickly into dangerous areas when Paraguay wins possession. If Adams can limit Almiron's time and space, Paraguay's ability to threaten on the counter is significantly reduced. This midfield duel will define the flow of the entire match. Battle number 2. Pulisic versus the Paraguayan back line. The key question is whether Paraguay's defensive organization can suppress Pulisic, McKennie, and the wider attacking options available to the United States. Gustavo Gomez and Omar Alderete have been rock solid for Paraguay, but they have never faced a crowd of 70,000 screaming Americans with Christian Pulisic running at them at full speed. Battle number 3. Set pieces. This could be the decisive factor. The USA have underperformed from set pieces in Pochettino's tenure. Paraguay are not particularly large at the back. If McKennie, Miles Robinson, and Balogun arrive at corners and free kicks with purpose, this could be a very productive area. Paraguay gave up 6 set-piece situations per game in CONMEBOL qualifying, which is higher than average for a defensive team. Let's talk about what this match means beyond the tactics and the lineups. The USA open their home World Cup on Friday night at SoFi Stadium, in a Group D opener that carries the full weight of a nation's expectations. Pochettino's side enters as favorites at home, with a group they should advance from, and the weight of a nation expecting more than a round of 16 exit. This is it. This is the moment American soccer has been building toward for decades. The last time they hosted a World Cup was 1994. An entire generation of American fans has grown up waiting for this. Tonight, the USA need to show the world and their own people that this team belongs on the biggest stage. And Paraguay? For members of their squad play their club football in MLS, the most of any country other than the United States and Canada. Paraguay know this environment. They will not be rattled by the noise. They will be organized, disciplined, and waiting to hit on the break. All right, time for the big prediction. Who wins tonight? Here is what I think happens. Paraguay will come out and sit deep. 2 banks of 4. They will look to absorb pressure for the first 20 to 25 minutes and frustrate the USA crowd. The atmosphere might get tense early. But here is the thing. The USA have the crowd, the quality, and the home advantage. Pulisic is in form. Balogun is sharp. And McKennie will be everywhere. I think the USA win, but I would not be surprised if this is 1-0 and uncomfortable for 70 minutes. Paraguay will sit deep, absorb, and make the USA find a moment of quality to break through. My prediction: USA 2, Paraguay 0. Pulisic scores in the second half. A set-piece goal adds the cushion. The crowd erupts. America is officially on its World Cup journey. But let me tell you this. If Almiron gets on the ball in space even once, anything can happen. That is the full breakdown of USA versus Paraguay at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. What is your prediction? Drop it in the comments right now. Let me know who you have got and what the scoreline will be. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss our post-match reaction video right after the final whistle. The World Cup is here. The USA is playing tonight. Let's go. See you after the match.